Fans of Caitlin Clark, the Iowa native, is returning to her old home court this spring. The Indiana Fever just announced it's adding a preseason game to be played at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City. Clark and her fellow Fever players will be facing off against the Brazilian national team.
So I'm going to treat myself to a Las Vegas Aces game, their first game versus the Phoenix Mercury. I'm going to take $19, man, out of my budget. You know, a carton of eggs.
The Indiana Fever's preseason game sold out in less than an hour, and Caitlin Clark just done it again. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas at Costco, A'ja Wilson and the two-time reigning champion Aces are essentially giving away their tickets, like complimentary samples. Could someone call Vegas? They might need Caitlin Clark to fill the seats. How can a rookie outsell the league's top team? Did A'ja forget to activate Ticketmaster? Did the Aces marketing fund get lost in Kelsey's shoe closet?
Well, it took just 1 hour for Caitlin Clark's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena to be sold out. Tickets went on sale at 9 this morning. They were all gone before general sale to the public even started.
Caitlin Clark doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle. And if you need any more proof of that, the Indiana Fever exhibition game sold out in just about 30 minutes.
The figures show how fervently Indiana Fever supporters are supporting their side. Tickets for their first preseason matchup against Brazil's national team sold out in less than an hour, and they are currently being resold for more than $500. Yes, fans in Las Vegas are shelling out $500,000 to watch Caitlin Clark and the Fever play in a preseason game. The struggle to get people to spend $19 is not a joke or an exaggeration A'ja Wilson and the Aces are facing. $19 is less expensive than a lunch at a good restaurant.
And I'm going to treat myself, man. Yeah, no, I'm going alone. I'm not going to take anybody with me. If you want to come, you got to come yourself. It's $19, man. That's a ghetto tank of gas, man. But yeah, man. A'ja Wilson, man, commanding $19.
The entire building for the Fever game is crowded, and people are still prepared to pay hundreds of dollars to be there. In contrast, in Vegas, you could probably obtain Aces tickets along with a buffet voucher. The excitement surrounding the Fever game is incredible. People suddenly became interested in Indiana basketball again after Caitlin Clark joined the WNBA, and the Fever quickly rose to prominence as one of the most sought-after teams. In contrast, the Aces, a so-called super team, are reportedly so uninteresting that people would prefer to spend their money on anything else.
So the Fever are playing in Iowa, and the game sold out in literally, like, it didn't matter how long it took to sell out, you couldn't even get in. If you were there, you probably didn't get a ticket. I would say there were 15,000 tickets. Obviously, I think Iowa season ticket holders got first dibs, which is right if they did. And then you're looking at a situation where basically no Fever fans got them. It's a preseason game. This is a preseason game, and it's sold out in about 10 seconds. Like, there was a 10% chance if you tried to buy them, you could get them, which is mad. Which is absolute madness. And obviously, look, it's Caitlin Clark going back to Iowa to play where her jersey was retired. Like that.
Let's consider this in context. A pair of courtside Fever tickets for a preseason game could purchase a round-trip ticket to Vegas, a hotel stay, a fancy dinner, and still have money left over to purchase Aces tickets and most likely a jersey or two. The difference is that while A'ja Wilson and the Aces are practically pleading with people to attend, Caitlin Clark is drawing crowds of people to see her play, and demand is more important than money. Indiana's arena is filling up because people genuinely want to attend, while AC.
Tickets went on sale for the preseason game against the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena. They sold out in 45 minutes, folks.
Some people will claim it's about the market, but the buzz just doesn't exist. Vegas is undoubtedly a large city with a wealth of entertainment options, but as of the last time we looked, the Fever were attracting enormous crowds while the Aces were having trouble selling tickets, like it was a clearance sale. The Aces should feel ashamed because they are the reigning champions and have won back-to-back titles, but they still can't even get fans to spend the same amount of money as they would on a fast food meal.
Go on sale Friday morning, but they're sold out. So I really don't know what they're going to do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities. And, you know, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out.
Their superstar, while Caitlin Clark, a rookie who hasn't played a single WNBA game yet, has the entire globe watching and paying top dollar. A'ja Wilson, who is regarded as one of the league's finest players, can't even draw a crowd to the arena for less than the cost of a movie ticket. The popularity of the Fever is soaring and the Aces are falling behind, and it's not even a battle at this moment. Indiana is poised to overtake Vegas as the league's most-watched team, while Wilson is feeling like an afterthought. Fever preseason games cost $600, while Aces games cost $19. One team is a must-watch, while the other is background noise. Kelsey Plum and the Aces' so-called supremacy fans want energy, excitement, and someone who truly makes a difference. Caitlin Clark is making Indiana a basketball destination, and if they want people to come, they should start giving up free popcorn with those tickets.
Spend some cologne and throw on your Rolex and get jazzy with it, man, and walk the red carpet, man. You can do that for $309, man. That's a little too much for me, man. I just want to get the ability to see the face of the league. Let me see what Caitlin. What's up with Caitlin? I wonder how much it's going to cost to see a Caitlin preseason game. Rats, it's already sold out. And listen, let's stop all this talk about how the WNBA has grown, man. The WNBA didn't grow. The NCAA in March Madness made the WNBA.
Let's clarify this then. You can really sit courtside and watch A'ja Wilson play for the same price as a burger and fries that's wild. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's game sold out in under an hour. That's not even a fair comparison. At this point, the Caitlin Clark effect is real, and the Aces and their fans are just going to have to deal with it. Think about this. People are out here debating if Caitlin Clark is changing the game while A'ja Wilson is struggling to sell tickets like it's a clearance sale at a dollar store. The Aces thought they were the hottest thing in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark came in and proved otherwise without even playing a single pro game. Yet it's levels to this. Aces fans love to scream that their team is back-to-back champs. But what does it really mean if nobody's checking for you? You could literally walk into an Aces game 5 minutes before tip-off and still get a front row seat like it's open mic night. But Caitlin Clark, the moment those tickets drop, it's like trying to get Beyonce concert seats. Gone in seconds.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game with Indiana Fever going to play the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy, but it was sold out and a bunch of season ticket holders couldn't even get their tickets. Iowa Women's Basketball posted this on their Instagram and on their Facebook just a few minutes ago that, hey, it's already sold out. No point in trying to get tickets tomorrow for the general public because you can't. This is already on SeatGeek, which one is super annoying because like there's a lot of us that genuinely want to go and want to be able to afford this kind of stuff. And the fact that there were tickets on SeatGeek before.
And let's face it, impact is more important than skill anymore. Caitlin Clark got people who had never watched women's basketball to purchase tickets, don jerseys, and show up in arenas they had never even heard of before, while A'ja Wilson's games had the same buzz as a high school scrimmage league, complete with empty seats and free popcorn. Let's face it, if people truly cared, the demand would reflect A'ja and the Aces' contempt. In the meantime, Caitlin Clark could announce that she's playing a pickup game at the local YMCA and that people would be camping outside like it's Black Friday. It's amusing to see some individuals continue to behave as though the Caitlin Clark effect doesn't exist. New evidence is being found every day.
Number one topic in sports, the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Every time this woman steps on the court, she's doing something that we've never seen before. She is officially the face of the league. There's no doubt about it. The numbers don't lie, whether it's viewership, whether it's ticket attendance. She's doing sold out days.
Ticket sales that are skyrocketing while the AC's greatest headlines focus on who is performing their pregame TikTok dances priorities correctly. And let's not even talk about shirt sales. TV numbers are smashing records, and the buzz is off the charts. Even though Caitlin Clark's jersey hasn't been released yet, it is already anticipated to sell more than the entire Aces roster put together. It's crazy that some people still can't accept that Caitlin Clark is the main event, and the Aces are just a respectable undercard fight. They might get a few cheers here and there, but everyone came to see the main event. A'ja Wilson might have to start giving away jerseys with a meal combo, just to stay competitive. The impact is evident, and neither the fans nor the numbers deceive. Now that Caitlin Clark has formally assumed leadership, some people will simply have to hold that L.
But yeah, it's a big situation again. Like Caitlin Clark selling out Iowa, sold out a preseason game. People saying it sold out in 40 minutes. This is within 20 minutes. Like, obviously, you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like realistically, it almost crashed the website.
A'ja Wilson genuinely believes she is the face of the WNBA, as evidenced by her back-to-back MVPs and 2 championships, and now she walks around as though she is Michael Jordan's second coming. However, if she is truly that famous, why can't her team sell out a preseason game when tickets are only $19? You can't even get a good meal for that amount, but apparently that's still too much to see A.A. Wilson and the Aces, while Caitlin Clark has fans paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars just to eat. When you look at A.A. Wilson and the Aces, you wonder, where's the excitement? Where's the energy? Where's the so-called superstardom everyone keeps talking about? This woman is taking the league to a whole new level on her own. Everywhere she goes, arenas are sold out, standing room only crowds are present, ticket resale prices are skyrocketing, and she's changing the game in real time.
Kinda, alone in the crowd. I know, man, that was kind of a heartbreaker of a game for me because that was the game that Caitlin Clark only scored 1 bucket, 1 3-pointer, but I am determined to see a 30-piece this season.
Furthermore, since Vegas is a tourist destination with visitors from all over the world, you would think it would be simple to pack a small arena with tickets that are less expensive than a night at a budget hotel, but instead they are practically giving them away, and the fans aren't biting. What does it tell you? Perhaps the so-called dynasty isn't as popular as they would like us to think. Perhaps A'ja Wilson isn't as much of a as she believes she is, but you know who is a and perhaps people don't genuinely care about the Aces outside of their tiny echo chamber. If Caitlin Clark blinks, Twitter berserk, and if she sneezes, ESPN covers it. The WNBA's tickets, merchandise sales, and TV ratings are all up, and she's the common denominator. Meanwhile, AAWI and her team are sitting there wondering why no one wants to play for pennies. It's really embarrassing. You would think that a 2-time champion team would at least have a good home crowd, but no. And before anyone says, oh, it's just preseason, let's not forget that Caitlin Clark's preseason game sold out. The Fever are selling out practice games and...
Oh, wait a minute. It's been updated. Half an hour on Thursday before the general public got a chance to get their hands on them. The Indiana Fever will take on the Brazilian national team for the exhibition game at Caitlin Clark's old stomping grounds. Pre-sale tickets went on sale at 9 a.m. Thursday. By 9:36, the game was sold out, according to a spokesperson for Iowa's women's basketball team. A total of 15,000 tickets were sold.
It's disrespectful to the league, disrespectful to the so-called superstars they keep hyping up, and most importantly, disrespectful to Caitlin Clark because, let's face it, if she were on the Aces, they wouldn't be having trouble giving away $19 seats. If she were on that team, tickets would be triple the price and still sell out. The difference is so stark that perhaps it's time for people to realize that A'ja Wilson isn't the superstar she believes she is. If she were, she wouldn't be out here pleading for ticket sales while Caitlin Clark is making history. The Caitlin Clark effect is so genuine that other WNBA players are rushing to prove they're equally valuable. Spoiler alert. They're in the gym working out on Instagram for hours on end. The numbers and the empty seats at an Aces game are plain facts. Videos of more suicides attempting to improve their game by adding a three-pointer overnight. But guess what? No matter what they do, they will be unable to stop what is about to happen. There is nothing the league can do to stop Caitlin Clark from putting it in choke grip. At the end of the day, these players can be angry or jealous, and they can tweet all they want, but it won't change the fact that Caitlin Clark is now in charge of this league, and if the Aces and A'ja Wilson don't like it, it might be too bad if you liked it. Additionally, subscribe to see more videos today.